Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Look beyond the bag. Now, I know some ladies will hear this say, oh, Rom getting on that bag thing. And I know plenty of people, you got plenty of commenters who I actually respect, but they talking about getting that bag. But there's more to the story. In fact, let me tell a story. And I tell this story with the permission of the young lady who shared it with me. She know who she is. And I asked her first if I could tell it, because it was a bad situation for her. Now, I'm not going to give any names, and I'm going to change some details to try to keep it as private as possible. But this is a general story that needs to be shared. And in fact, I'm going to give a name on it. I'm going to give a name, made up name, not the woman's actual name. We're going to call her Marva. Marva. Now, I hope when she hear this, she don't dislike, say, Rob, you could use another name, but no. And Marva was very beautiful young lady, very beautiful, highly intelligent, mad type that could get some some guys going crazy over and everything. And it wasn't that Marva was looking for the bag. She was aware of it, but she wasn't necessarily looking for it. But she ran into this guy she met. It was in a department store. And the guy's name, we'll give him a name, Brad. So she met Brad. Brad pulled up on her. She felt he was attractive. They went on a date, and Brad poured it on. And Brad, he wasn't a broke dude. No. Brad was a legitimately moneyed dude. He was a legitimately moneyed dude. Let's just say his income was up there. And he had a lot going on. In his particular business. He was making money, he had a lot going on, charming, handsome, all of that, And Marva, of course, was interested. They went on a few dates, and, after a few months, they got into an official relationship. And I mean, this wasn't like just some casual dating. This was like one of those things going for marriage. And, they look great together. They look great. Like the real person in the story, like I say, I know the person. And like I said, with her permission. And I'll just say, these two look great together. Great. I was happy for her. But then, that's what it looked like on the surface. So you got the woman, beautiful woman. She got the bag. She got the handsome man who had, going for, he was even in that height thing. He had everything on the surface. What I might in my books, but he was what I would call in my books a masked man. He had the mask. He had everything on the surface. He had, had some sense, he had education. He had all this stuff, money, all of this. And, it looked like she would, from the surface, look like she in heaven. From the surface, you see it. She got the bag. She has got the bag. Or at least on the way to it. Marriage plans and everything. But sometimes what you see on the surface ain't what's below. Sometimes, and many men who had that bag, they masked men, so they got a mask. So what happens when you get past the mask? What she found out was constant abuse. Constant abuse, like nothing physical, but that psychological abuse is worse. Emotional abuse, control, everything. terrible. It's like, well, how are you going through this? And, one thing, as I said, Marva is an extremely intelligent woman. Yeah, she got caught up with him for a bit, but the abuse just got to the point she left. She left. She left. She left the very day when she didn't wait around. She didn't negotiate. She was like, bye, I'm out. And I got tons of respect for her. More women need to do it. And right now, she's in the process of getting healing. And I had talked to her. I said, you need to share that story. But, she ain't ready yet. But I said, this story still needs to be shared. Yes, he had the bag. Yes, he had the money. He had the looks. He had the money. Everything. But the thing missing was his character. His character. Yeah, this dude wasn't no bum. He wasn't dusty. But his character was a question. His character was in question. What kind of character a man has when he abuses a woman under his care? That's supposed to, who willingly submitted to him. Who willingly was ready to be his wife. Who willingly saw a future with him. But his character, he didn't treat her well at all. Some of the things I heard, I was like, wow. I put it like this. If Marva had some male brothers or, cousins, brothers or something, and they might have had some hood in them, Brad might have got fucked up. That's how deep it was. That's how deep it was. This dude was doing some stuff, and it was like, it's that type of stuff, like if it was a Dusty doing that, y'all say, yeah, that's why I don't mess with Dusties. But this dude had the looks, he had the money, he had the mask, he had the looks, money, status. And, as I said, Marva was able to get away. She was able to get away, because it would only been a matter of time before he put his hands on her. Only a matter of time. Because when a man starts off abusing a woman mentally, it's only a matter of time before that fist goes there. Only a matter of time. All you had to do was just wait. And I share that story. Why do I share that story? Because, of course, I see women talking about getting the bag. And, and as I've said, yes, women need to get a man who at least is going to work. There's nothing wrong with that, who got enough sense, because that's what a man's supposed to do. He's supposed to be working. He's supposed to be doing something with his life. That's reasonable. But sometimes women go, they want more. But when they're looking at more, they ain't looking at his character. They looking at his bank account, what he drive, and all the surface stuff. And that's what a lot, when you get this argument out here, yeah, there's a few who will look beyond the bag, but a lot don't. They not saying, well, what about that character? What about that guy working? You're like, oh, is he broke or not? Well, first of all, as I've said several times before, look at where that man is trying to get to. If he a total knucklehead, I understand. But a lot of times you get some guys who got good character, but maybe their income is modest. They still working, or they could be in school or something, but say, well, he don't have it yet. Hit me back up. And that's not even a new thing. I remember when I was at the graduate level in school, I met a woman. She was interested. She said, well, let me know when you graduate. It's like, what? And if I told y'all what I was actually in school for, and y'all be like, oh, yeah. Some of the women with the bag say, yeah, we'll wait for that. And I actually met some women who were impressed with what I actually had a degree in, and they wanted more. But I was like, hold up, what about my character? Look, ladies, I shared that cautionary tale. And like I said, I had to change some stuff around, mainly for legal reasons. And I want to identify the young lady. And she really is a very beautiful young lady, very highly intelligent young lady. Beautiful and highly intelligent. Like the good guys who listen to this, yeah, this is one This is the type you need to be looking for. But remember, yes, you want that guy who does all that, but that character has to be important. That character need to be first, really. I'm going to be honest with you. You need to be first. Yes, I respect that women want a guy that looks good to them. In fact, I've told women, yeah, make sure you're physically attracted to him. It has to be there. And you want a guy who, yeah, it'd be nice to get a guy who's balling out of control. It'd be nice. But what does it mean if the same guy will abuse you? What does it mean that guy will put you down? He ain't elevating you. Who will try to control your every move? What does that mean? But the character, the character ain't he just do good things. The character is his basic personality. Do y'all click? And that's got to be the most important thing, because otherwise it ain't going to work. You want that money so bad you're going to put up with like somebody who's killing your spirit? Because even if he don't put his hand on you, he can kill your spirit. And I've seen a lot of women miss out on the guy. Okay, maybe the guy ain't like, sexy fine, but he average looking. Maybe husband cute. He average looking, but they still don't want him. He ain't that sexy fine dude. But he may be average looking, but he totally clicks with your personality. He totally wants to help you elevate to be the queen that you think you are. But you don't want to deal with him. Because you know what? He don't have that bag. He's making just enough to keep his own bills paid, but he can't take you on that fancy dinner and everything. So, you get a Brad out there. And the Brad, shit. Because, you know what? Marva shared the story, but it's not the first time I've heard it. It is not the first time. In fact, I've told some women, I said, you know what? Some of those guys who weren't rich when they were young, or they were ignored by women, they get some money, they get some status. Don't think they all of a sudden think, oh, let me just get this good woman. Oh, no. They got revenge on their minds. And I've seen some guys, the first word on their mind, revenge. There's some women I had to save from revenge because, this might have been a guy I knew too. There was a situation where a guy wanted to perform revenge, and this guy was a friend, but I had to kind of cut him off because he was going to dog the shit out of this woman. It's a real thing. Look at that man's character. Even if you say, well, Rom, I'm going to still get the bag anyway. Okay, fine. But look beyond that bag. You better look at his character. You better look at his personality. And I mean that. If you see that, you say, oh, good, he got the bag. Okay, let me see what is on his mind. Let me see what personality he got. And whatever you got to do, don't let it, because a lot of times you might see the red flags from the moment you met him. Guys can't hide shit that well. You'll see the red flag sometime, but you wanted that bag. Look beyond that bag, ladies. All right? Seriously, I've heard too many fucked up things from women. So, and this channel is to help y'all out. There's good guys out there. There are genuinely good guys, who maybe not sexy fine, maybe don't have that big bag, but you know what? They working on it. And y'all could work together to build that together, But y'all too many want that just thing. But you got to look beyond that character. I've seen some women messed up behind it. And I know a police officer, I mentioned him before, who, several situations where, a woman dealt with an abusive guy, but he was making money like crazy. So, anyway, that's it for now. I want y'all to think about that story. It's not, it wasn't to entertain you. It was to tell you a true thing of what happened. All right? So anyway, I'll talk to y'all. Peace.